You're asking what is the maximum number of people that one could have in their prayer group, what is appropriate? And I think the answer to that question is it depends. And I know people hate answers with it depends. But I think it depends on a few things. Number one, how often are you praying? Because if you expand your prayer meeting to once a week, which some of our prayer hubs have done, you might find that three or four show up this one, 3 or 4 show up next week, 3 or 4 show up the other week. It also depends, number two, on how many of the people in the prayer hub are actually praying and how many are just showing up to agree. Because if you get, let's face it, if you get 10 people, not everybody's going to get to pray. And maybe that's okay. Maybe not everybody wants to. So my model has always, or my thought has always been 12. 12 is a good number. If you get to that 12 person point, you want to consider really looking for that Timothy, which we talked about in a previous broadcast. You want to look for that number 2 that you can raise up as a number 1 to multiply the group. I've found, and there's been others, Carlos Anaconda, I believe it was, and others, who have pointed to Jesus. He had 12 disciples, right? Jesus had 12 disciples. And so my thought is it's more difficult to steward more than 12. So what you want to do is once you get 12, ideally you'll be looking for a number 2 who will split off and have, say maybe you're in Yorkshire. So you have Yorkshire North, Yorkshire South. Have them sign up for their own prayer hub so they can be involved and benefit from all of the leadership training that we're doing here. So that's what I would do. About 12 is what I would do.
Hey guys, I have good news about our prayer movement. Awakening Prayer Hubs, well, we've made it a little easier for you to gather. We know that not all of you can gather in a church or even in a home. We've got prison prayer hubs as well, but not all of you are in prison ministry. And so we have now made a way. We call them e-hubs. Those of you who want to have groups on Facebook to gather intercessors and pray, those of you who want to pray on the phone or by some other digital means, maybe it's a WhatsApp group, maybe it's some other digital platform that you all like to use. We still want to facilitate that. We still want to cover that. We still want to help you gather and mobilize and train prayer warriors, intercessors, watchmen, you name it. We're here for you. I want you to go to awakeningprayerhubs.com and find out more about our e-hubs. There's a lot of videos there that you can watch about the prayer movement, questions and answers that many people have about prayer and how to host a prayer meeting. All of that's there for you anytime you want, but we want to connect with you at a deeper level. We want to be able to go with you where neither one of us have gone before in the prayer movement and really begin to break down the barriers of buildings and walls and go digital. Awakening Prayer Hubs, the e-hubs are there for you. Go check it out. Let us know if you have questions. My heartbeat is to facilitate prayer and a prophetic life in the nations of the earth. And let's face it, can't have a prophetic life without prayer. Awakeningprayerhubs.com. I'll see you there.